Hi everyone, I hope you can hear me okay. The washer is going, the dishwasher's on, literally everything's on the go now. So yeah, I hope you can hear me. And if you get a quick second, please give me a little subscribe and like this video. I will be truly grateful. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you. I am always so brutally honest and giving you the updates and sort of how things are going 2 years and 5 months into Amelia's diagnosis with cystic fibrosis. So yesterday we saw our big team. So a little background is we have two teams. So we see the second team, who is kind of her main one, but we see the first team more at our local hospital, and they visit twice a year. Anything else, we see the team that is at the local hospital, and they are just as good as the second team. So I am always so grateful of the teams that are involved in Amelia's care. And yeah, I'm just really over the moon with how things are going at the moment. So Amelia started this drug back in October 2022. So we're 5 months down the line now of her taking this, and she had to have quite a few tests and things done beforehand. If you want to go and watch my orkambi video, feel free to go back, and I literally explain how it works, what's going on in the CF body for non-CFers, and then comparing it to people with CF. And how this drug actually works. I am forever thankful that she is able to have this. There are lots of families out there that their children can't have modulator drugs yet, and you know, that's why I keep talking about it. I keep raising awareness over on my Instagram to support those families that can't have these drugs now. So I'm going to get into what happened yesterday and some of Amelia's results, comparing. This is the first time that they've compared the results from before starting orkambi to now. Like I say, it's only been 5 months, but the response that her body has had so far is absolutely mind-blowing. Like, it's incredible, and I am forever counting my blessings, my lucky stars, that she's able to have this and having such a positive reaction to it. On my orkambi video, I did put sort of what side effects that we saw when she started orkambi, and where we are sort of now, and even more so now, I know even more with her liver count has gone down. So obviously blood tests and things like that, they monitor when starting orkambi every 3 months. So this was the first time that they was able to compare the results, and her liver count has gone down massively, which is absolutely incredible. And even the consultant was saying, you know, it's so positive to see that. That is a really good positive thing. And sorry, excuse me, just had a coffee. It's really positive. He did suggest doing a sweat test as well, but he said sort of seeing from previous children starting orkambi, they never really see much difference in the sweat test results. So he was like, it's probably worth doing, but it's not essential. And it's Kaftrio that they see more of a difference in the sweat test. So yeah, we decided that probably there's no point in doing another sweat test. She had a stool sample taken yesterday, which again we should get the results next week, to see about her pancreas, because since starting orkambi, about 4 weeks in, I started to notice, giving her Creon as normal, that she was very constipated, pebbly poops. She wasn't in discomfort with it, she was just constipated, and we lowered her Creon down, and then we lowered it down again, and lowered it down again, and we just gradually lowered her Creon down, and she's actually not taking any Creon at all, which is absolutely insane, because from birth she's been on Creon, and since this has come along she's not on Creon now. So it's kind of a trial and error thing, but she's been off Creon for 5 weeks, 6 weeks, and she's doing amazing. So they did a stool sample yesterday so that they can see the enzymes from the pancreas, and they test the elasticity in the stool, and they'll be able to tell there if she still does need a bit of Creon or she doesn't anymore. So when babies are born with cystic fibrosis, they have a stool sample to see if they are pancreas insufficient, and then they will start taking something called Creon. So this is Creon, as you can see, and this is the scoop that you scoop the Creon bits out of. I feel like I haven't done this in so long. So we measure the amount of granules needed per scoop in these, pop it onto apple puree, and then give it to them from 2 weeks old. 2 weeks old. So yeah, she's been off this for 5-6 weeks. It's just bizarre because I'm so used to giving it to her, and then I'm like giving her a meal and I'm like, oh, she doesn't need it. So yeah, it's been crazy. And then to sort of get the nod yesterday from the big team was amazing, and they were so pleased with her. So yeah, so we'll get the results of the stool sample hopefully next week to just confirm everything, that we're doing the right thing. So that's really exciting. So another thing that has decreased is her need for something called Paravit CF. So this is Paravit CF, as you can see. So it's basically got in there vitamins and minerals, fat soluble vitamins in there to help people with CF gain weight. And also we have to give her probiotics as well, because we did see a difference in her stool before not giving her this, because she's on antibiotics all the time until she's 3. Those probiotics give her a little bit of helping hand gut wise, so that's really good. She has a lot of yogurt, she has a lot of milk, you know, all the good things that she should be having, but those just put our mind at ease, and we could definitely tell a difference when she wasn't taking them, and we wasn't giving them to her. So yeah, so Paravit, we started off with 7 days a week, once a day. Then 6 months ago we dropped it down to 5 times a week, and now because she is dealing without Creon really well, they've dropped it down to 3 times a week. And I mean, to have medicines decrease like that, I can't actually believe it. Like, it's just nuts. It's like her body, since starting orkambi, it's like her body is trying to function like normal. So yeah, so that's going to be a massive change as well. So I've not gave her any today, and I'm kind of like, I'm missing so much. It's just really bizarre. So she's had 4 this week, so you know. But yeah, so what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so she is actually on the heavy side, and you know, CF children, well, people, adults as well, they really struggle to gain weight sometimes. And fortunately for Amelia, she's always been a really good eater. She's very active, but she's, you know, she just loves food. I mean, who doesn't? So yeah, we've been really fortunate in that area, that she has always gained weight really nicely, and it's kind of been a steady slope, and grown height wise really nicely. And then yesterday, the consultant was like, you know, she's probably 2 kilos heavier than what she should be at this age for her height. So he was kind of like, we need to steady that out, because she's kind of gone like that on the graph now, instead of a nice, smooth weight gain. Oh God. So that is another reason why he is putting down the Paravit CF, because she's actually not having Creon. So obviously her body is coping with food without Creon and gaining weight fine, whereas there's fat soluble vitamins in here as well to give her body a helping hand at soaking up the fats in foods and things, and she actually probably doesn't need it. So he said next blood test they will do a vitamin count as well again, because her vitamin count was really high, not last time she had blood test but the time before, which is why they dropped it down to 5 days. I think it's vitamin A levels, which can cause other issues with other organs, and again, because she's gaining so much weight, they're dropping that down as well. So that's just another thing. So kind of Amelia's on the other end of the scale for gaining too much weight in such a short space of time. So healthy, balanced diet, which she generally has anyway, but I do need to probably look at some better snack ideas for her, because, you know, it's so easy to just kind of get out what you can whip out of the bag, or, you know, I get those little party rings, you know, the little packs, and the little, what they call, jammy dodgers. They do mini ones, and things like that. I just like whip them out the bag and give her a couple, you know, crisps and, you know, things like that, easy to grab. So I do need to get more prepared and get researching some healthier snacks. She eats loads of fruit. Like, I literally buy fruit 3-4 times a week. She goes through fruit so much. So yeah, I think that's kind of the update that we had yesterday, and I'm so proud of her. I really am. She is doing really well. But why do I feel like something is coming? Like, I was on such a high yesterday, and it was such a good visit, and, you know, it was really positive. You know, it's all going in the right direction, but why am I standing still and thinking, what's going to go wrong? You know, so yeah, it's bizarre. It's just the way that your mind thinks all the time. I mean, will that ever end? Probably not. I'm constantly waiting for something to dip back down, but, you know, I always say ride the waves of CF, and it literally is like excuse me, bobbing along on a boat. And a lovely lady said, yeah, but it's still moving. That's still moving. I'm like, yes, you're right, actually, you're so right. So I like that. So I hope this was a nice little update, and I'll obviously keep updating you with other things as well. Take care, and yeah, see you all very soon.